Kreepers! How you guys doing this morning? It is clear ski. I am back, and it's a darn nice day. We're just gonna do some random creeping, which is always fun. I also had some things I wanted to chime in and see what your guys' opinion was or your thoughts as well. But we're gonna just creep around, probably grab some coffee, check out the sights and the smells and the sounds of Gresham, Oregon. That's right, we are here right on the Springwater corridor this morning, crossing this wooden trestle, and got some blue skies. It's gonna be a nice day. Got a couple errands I gotta run. First stop's gonna be the Gresham post office. Gonna grab some stamps, and then we're going to make our way over to the Dollar Tree and just like I said, just enjoy the day. It's blue skies and a good day for some creeping. So stay tuned, it's gonna be a fun one. All right, just got to the main city park entrance. This is actually considered the Gussie McRoberts Plaza. Gussie Norman J. McRoberts served as mayor of Gresham from 1989 through 1998. As mayor, she worked passionately to preserve the buttes, parks, open spaces, and trails in Gresham for future generations. And there she is right there. And I really like this little area, especially the park, but I really like the fact that they've put some historical info on here as well. Here's an old store here, Cedarville Park. To promote streetcar use on the weekends, the railroad set up picnic areas, special events, and amusement parks along the lines. Cedarville was a favorite place for picnics, parties, and Saturday night dances. There's actually a restaurant, or it's a bar called Cedarville as well. I'm not sure if they were in the same location as this, but what they meant by the tracks is this trail actually was the train line that ran through here. But like I said, I really love this map with all the historical info. They also talk about the pioneer cemeteries that are along here. Settlers often buried family members along their land claim. These grave sites evolved into community cemeteries. This was how Gresham Pioneer Cemetery began in 1850 on the J.J. Moore land claim, which is just right down the way as well. But yeah, just a lot of really cool information. And yeah, this is always a really cool thing to welcome you to the park. I like that. This is a newer addition all through here, which is really nice that the city of Gresham constructed this little area here, the Ibitsu Plaza. And here's the actual train line. Like I was telling you guys, it actually would run down the corridor here, an old-timey photo. It says Springwater Division Line, Oregon Water Power and Railway Company, 1903 to 1990. Pretty darn cool. And this area is just really pretty to hang around in and just really enjoy the park and the area. Yep, just a beautiful park. I always like to come here, even if I'm just cutting through like we are now. As you can see, there's some more water here. Even a couple ducks hanging out down there. But I figured I'd use this quick time as well whilst we're cutting through the park to hear your thoughts and to hear my feelings on the comment section. Recently and lately, I've noticed that I will get notifications from comments, and then when I go to look at them, they're basically just vanished. So I'm not sure what's up with that. I know YouTube does hold comments for reviews sometimes, and things like that. But let's take a little walk through here as well. This is always really cool to walk through this little island. I love this bridge. But yeah, YouTube has been hanging on to comments and actually not even posting them. And yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I want to kind of hear your guys' feedback. I've actually been informed by a good amount of folks lately that the comments that they're leaving, I'm not receiving. I mean, receiving them, but I'm not actually being able to read them. I can only see like maybe, you know, the first couple sentences, or the first couple words rather. And so, yeah, it's just kind of unfortunate because I want to be able to read, you know, everybody's comments. And the only way I would ever delete a comment is if it was, you know, basically out of line. I'm pretty open to people's opinions and it's kind of fair game. But anything that, you know, is not suitable for general audiences, kind of speak, will, you know, get deleted by me. But other than that, it's kind of unfortunate because I wanted to be able to read all the comments, you know. I think it's important that folks are able to express how they feel, and sometimes the ones that are, you know, maybe considered critical or I don't know, maybe not something that I would normally receive. I actually like those because I use them for my advantage to kind of, I guess, make the changes accordingly. There's also been some reviews or some comments that I got later on that were held for a long time. So it's kind of unfortunate, but let me know what you think. I also know that YouTube hangs on to, you know, if you leave links and I think other channel info or something like that. But like I said, my comment section is fair game. So make sure you guys do leave me a comment, and don't, you know, don't hesitate to, even though I may have not have gotten back to you. Make sure you do, because I do like reading them, and like I said, I feel like even some of the, you know, I guess you would call it corrective criticism, or however you want to call it, it does help me. I always like to hear, you know, people's honest opinions as well. Here's this big turtle rock again. We saw this, well, I think it was last summer. We came back here for a little concert, and I noticed this big rock here, which is always interesting. It kind of looks like a big turtle. Here's its head and kind of the shell, and even more so with the moss on there. Pretty interesting. But yeah, I just, like I said, you know, make sure you do leave comments because I love to hear them. And yeah, all right, we're gonna head out to the post office and then Dollar Tree, so stay tuned. All right, we're gonna go across the street here because this is now a bagel shop, a little cafe called Jazzy Bagel. But for years, this was the home to Gresham Rexall Drug. Let's go check it out. To Main Street, and I always absolutely love this mural here, which is the depiction of the old Gresham Rexall Drug that was here for many years. And I just love the old-timey feel. In fact, I actually had the privilege of actually going into the Rexall, being a kid in the 90s. It was still here. This is kind of an older depiction of the original one that still had, like, you know, the tonics and and stuff. I was able to get a Malt. Things hadn't changed that much. They actually still had the full, you know, bar setup and whatnot. But this is so cool. I love this. And just a great way to honor an old-timey shop here. This is now Jazzy Bagel, which is a little bakery cafe. They've even got this little placard here, Gresham Rexall Drug. We featured this before, but I absolutely love the history. 3 generations of Dowsett pharmacists, 1903 to 1996, dedicated to Arthur and Stanford Dowsett. And it goes on to say, Gresham Rexall Drug, 1903 to 1996, dedicated to Arthur Stanford Dowsett, with generous support from the Dowsett family, Sue Plaza, Michael Patrick, Chase Me Again, and just a ton more people that donated their time and businesses to this. Gresham Outdoor Public Art produced this in 2016. I said before, it's a bagel shop now, but if you were to walk around this side back in the day, you know, like before the bagel restaurant, you would actually go through these doors here, and right inside these doors here was the old pharmacy, and you could go sit right down here and get a Malt and yeah, probably even some tonics at some point. But that is pretty darn cool. And yep, gotta love the history of that. And as you step inside here, they've done a really good rendition of the old school downtown Gresham, basically right where we were standing. And which is really funny too, because if you look closely, they've actually put their signage on the old building there. But this is it right here. This is where we would have been standing, is basically right here. The mural, what we were just looking at, would have rested right there on those bricks. But look at that, that is pretty darn cool. Not to mention they've got some old signage in here as well. I'm taking it this is probably one of the original East Gresham signs. It's so cool. Yeah, just a really cool place, and I didn't know that they had this piano in here as well. But check this out. This is really cool. This is an old-timey photo here of a band. Looks like almost like maybe a 50-piece band here, the Gresham Band. And yeah, that's so cool that they have all these old-timey pictures in here, kind of showing Gresham's history. But check this out. Pretty much any instrument you could think of. And I like how the old dapper looks there. And check it out, it even says Gresham Band there. But it's the 101st annual convention, September 21st through the 27th of 1925. Now, get a load of this. I'm pretty sure these are some of the original seats here, which makes total sense because this is kind of what the bar was set up. You would sit here, you know, at the bar in one of these old school stools, and then, you know, the pharmacist would get you your drink or your prescriptions or whatever you were coming in for. I would come in for malts, but yeah, that is so cool. In fact, I actually remember these as a kid, sitting on them and kind of spinning around waiting for my ice cream. Now that is a blast from the past. Just a great spot here, Jazzy Bagel. So yeah, this is like the bakery part here where they actually cook, but this would have been the door you would have walked through, and the pharmacist, you know, the counter and everything would have been right through this door. But pretty cool. All right, I'm gonna go in and buy a coffee now, since I was filming and they're probably like, what is this guy doing? But I wanted to show you guys the old pharmacy. I always thought that was pretty darn interesting. Right here at Jazzy Bagel. This is the Gold Art Jewelry, and these guys have been here for many years. And unfortunately, there's newer businesses going in, but some of these businesses here that have been here for years are closing up shop. And these guys have been here in downtown Gresham for many years. And did you change the name? Was it something? No. It's always been the Gold Art Studio. Yeah. How long were you guys here for?
35 years.
Wow.
Yeah, last September.
That's too bad. You know, changes happening. They got Glass Butterfly closed too after years.
Yeah.
Yep. And you said M&M restaurant's kind of like one of the only last.
M&M and Amateur.
Yeah. I just went over and vlogged Jazzy Bagels because for years that was the Rexall Drug.
That was the old Rexall Drug, and a good buddy of mine built that originally, and then he sold it a few years ago.
Really?
Built the Jazzy Bagels.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I think they did a really great job of keeping all the, like, you know, they got the old school seats and some of the signages, and you guys will be missed though. You guys had that beautiful dog that would sit here. What was his name?
And our bulldog.
The bulldog. Yeah, he was in your guys' window front for years. So, but you guys will be missed. You guys were a staple here in Gresham for years.
We were.
And
it's time for a personal life.
I feel you, brother.
You know.
I do.
These are 24/7 jobs.
Yeah. Yep, and they got the coffee. This was a hair salon. Now it's a coffee shop, and
it's a new coffee shop. Real nice guy. I hear real good things.
Oh yeah, I've had their coffee. It's actually really good. I'm gonna get them on the vlog at some point. But hey, man, thanks for sharing. And
sure.
I gotta just give you some Gresham love because I know you are. You know, you're a Gresham. I will, bud. Take care.
Okay.
Unfortunately, you know, things happen, but the time that you guys were here in Gresham, it was special.
Yeah.
I mean, I was just like this tall when my mom worked here at the hair salon.
Yeah, I remember Julie.
Yeah, yep, that's right. Yep. And you had your dog in the window for years, and yep, you guys will be missed. Take care, bud.
Okay.
All right, take care. All right, next stop, I'm gonna go in and grab some stamps because I got some letters I'd like to mail out. And we're gonna go right inside these doors and get some stamps. The old historic post office. Yep, 1939. All right, just leaving the post office here, and got me some stamps. Got the Purple Heart stamps, and the next stop is going to be Dollar Tree. Stay tuned. All right, whew, that was a good little trek. That's some good creeping. We are cutting through the little shopping mall here, and the next stop is going to be the Dollar Tree right here. We're gonna go inside, grab a couple cards, and get those mailed off. I've been meaning to do this, and I can never catch these guys. It's either I'm on my way in the morning and they're not open, or on my way back and they're closed. So go in here now and get what we need. Looks like they got their Valentine's Day stuff in, which is always very tempting. Ooh, look at this. 5-piece cherry cordials. Ooh, those are good. But I gotta stay on track. Maybe we'll come back and check out some more. Kind of unique candies that they always have. But for right now, I'm just in the market for a couple other items, but I wanted to show you guys. They already have their Valentine's Day stuff up. What I really like about Hallmark cards as well, but what I really like about Dollar Tree is they're $1 a piece. So you can get some good, you know, good Hallmark cards. They got a ton of Valentine's Day stuff already too. So I'm not going to show you what cards I'm going to pick because they're for a couple folks, and I don't want to give away which ones I picked, but I wanted to show you that you can. Oh, they're 2 for $1. Geez, look at that. Even better. Don't mind if we do. Got my cards, and now I'm over here in the frame section, and this is actually what I'm looking for right here. A little display easel. I recently got a collectible Simpsons plate. I was hoping to find the wall hangers, but in fact, I think I might just get this because I trust it more on the shelf as opposed to, you know, hanging it up. It might break. It might actually fall. So I think I'll go with this, where I can just set it on the display case and then put the plate right in there. That'll work good. Heck yeah, I like the idea of having it not on the wall as well, because just in case it does fall, I don't want it to break. It's from the 90s. I'll show you guys later when we get back. I always like to stop and check out all the DVDs too that you can get for $1. They even have some Blu-ray here, and check this out. Puppet Master for $1. Dang, that's a score right there. Yeah, it looks like it's a kind of a newer version of the original puppets. Yeah, gotta love Puppet Master though for $1. That's pretty darn cool. Nice. Well, you guys, you can see you can actually purchase the helium balloons here. But my favorite part is all the runaway ones up in the rafters. They must be calling. There's more balloons escaping. Someone answer the phone. Look at that, all the way in the back too. There's a couple way down in there. That's hilarious. All right, just got our items. And I like this Dollar Tree a lot. This was a great addition. This was actually Pier 1 Imports here at the Gresham Town Fair, but this one's awesome. It opens up at 9 a.m., which is a little earlier than most. And was able to get everything All right, just got back to the Creeper Cave, and the little plate stand that I bought worked out great. As you can see, pretty darn better than having it on the wall where it may break. But I wanted to take this quick time as well to say thank you very, very, very much for always creeping with. We're at 4,000 creepers. I couldn't have done it without you guys, and no words could truly, you know, express how I feel about everything. You guys have been the best to me, and I love you very much for that. Make sure you did hit the red subscribe button if you're not already a creeper. That will dial you into being one today. You can ring that bell, that way when I creep, you guys will be the first to creep. Make sure you give it a thumbs up as well. Leave me a comment below. Thanks again, though, very much. 4,000 of you crazy creeps. Creeper out for now. Peace.